Hi, this is Sue Ronnenkamp, back for another weekly video about aging well through my AgeTHRIVE purpose work. This is about owning our aging in positive, meaningful, and empowering ways. This week I want to talk about another topic, and this one is how we view things. And I found a little story yesterday that made me want to jump into this topic because I thought it'd be a fun one for today, and it really relates to kind of what I've been going through the last weeks as well. It's a story about twin boys and their different viewpoints about things and how it impacted the way they even viewed gifts in their lives, or maybe not gifts in their lives. This family had identical twin boys who were opposite in every way except appearance. One was an eternal optimist, the other a doom and gloom pessimist. Just to see what would happen, their father loaded the pessimist son with every imaginable toy and game he could think of. And he filled the optimist son's room with horse manure. The pessimist son started crying bitterly when he saw the presents and toys. "Why are you upset?" asked the dad. "My friends will be jealous, I'll have to read all the instructions, I'll constantly need new batteries, and everything will eventually just get broken." He then moved to the other son's room, where he found him dancing with joy. "What are you so happy about?" the father asked. The optimist son replied, "With all this horse manure, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere." I love this story because sometimes we have to hunt pretty hard to find the gifts of age, the positive things out of the things that happen to us as we grow older. And I really think about this in some of the things I've gone through the past weeks with this herniated disc area. Now I'm coming out of surgery and recovering, so the positive is back, but kind of looking back on what was the point of all those weeks when I was struggling and suffering. Well, one thing that jumped out at me relates to something I talked about last week, which was just a simple quote from a blog I follow. And it's an older man who was about 10 years older than me. And he said, "One thing I've learned about aging is that getting ahead of being old is better than falling behind." So one of the gifts I see from this time period is just learning again skills that are going to help me down the road as other things happen to me, which is very likely to be as we get older. Things do happen for most of us. But also, what did I learn from this that can help me even become more adaptive, more resilient, bounce back faster when that next thing comes for me down the road, hopefully a long ways, but it probably will come. A couple things I learned. Again, my muscle memory is better now that I was fast to get those support sticks out and tools and use them. So the next time I have to do it, it's going to be even easier because I use them again this time around. I learned to reach out fast and very fast and often for friend and family support when I needed. I didn't hesitate at all this time. When I needed help, I reached out to my housemate, to my friends and neighbors, to my family for the support, added human support that I needed during this time and on the tough days when I really needed added support. I was also reminded this time around how important it is for us to advocate for ourselves. And I'll talk about this a little more when we talk about health in one of the coming weeks. But it's really important that we advocate for our own health. And I was very fast to do that. When things weren't working, when something was tried and it failed, I was very fast to reach out and let my provider know what was going on. Because you know what? They can't know that unless we tell them that. So advocating for ourselves and keeping that strong push going in terms of what we need for our body and health is so, so important. This time also really stopped me in my track again, something that has happened to me several times now. And each time again, it's like, well, what is the reason for this? And I think this time again is to have me stop and reassess what's really of value to me now. Since I'm going to be kind of recreating my life and how I spend my time and focus coming out of this period, how do I want to exercise? Where do I want to spend my time and energy? Maybe balancing that out more so it's not all in one bucket. It's more spread across a variety of things so that I'm not left in the lurch if something changes for me and I really need to adapt quickly. So I'm looking at other activities, other interests, and I really look forward to talking to you more about that in coming weeks. But I think it's really important to use that time when we are stopped to reassess our situations, again, our time and energy as we age and grow older. So I think this is really important to remember to, even when we're in the manure of things, the doo-doo of tough stuff that happens to us, looking for the gifts, looking for the positive, looking for the lessons, and how we can use that going forward. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.